Hello, presumably pretty short one today. What do I mean by pretty short one? I mean it's going to be, well, pretty short. Now, last episode I did mention something of relevance, namely, for the recipe quest, the Chimera Egg. Technically speaking, you could already finish the quest by going ahead and entering the arena. And then once you're in the arena, you'll want to have Spark in your party, and then Spark will find the Chimera Egg. Now, here is the Nirim Fairy. Since we bought the shield earlier, she will now give us access to the Nirim boots, which means that is another Nirim item that we have in fact found. Now that we're here, I'm actually taking a quick look. Sunshine Herb. These marshland herbs do heal disease, so I'm going to quickly grab a couple of those. And then we're going to continue. So the next thing that we're actually going to be doing is we're going to go ahead and once we figure out which house it is exactly, we're going to go ahead and visit the port of Aldorlea, it's this one, to quickly collect a party member. Is this relevant? No, not really. Definitely not something that has to be done or else. I just consider it. I don't think Striker actually works, so we're not going to do that. Anyways, as I was about to say, definitely not the most important thing in the world to be doing, but I consider it pretty fun to make my way through here. I'm not actually sure if Sarah has any skills that are particularly worthwhile here. Same with Genidia. Okay, that one does one shot, so Mega Flare is a really good skill, by the way, in case that wasn't obvious. Alright, and now we're just going to be waltzing around the place, trying to figure out how to get to the last bit. Now, I think this place is pretty straightforward. Realistically, no matter what, there's very little here that can kill random at this point. Now, I am going to quickly equip Lady Bristina's bracelet and, that's all I'm going to equip. Why? It's because I know that the luck ring has nothing to do here with anything, so there's no reason not to just equip it. There's a salmon here. We're going to quickly grab these two chests, one of which has dynamite in it. Now, I don't actually know if the dynamite does anything. I do know that I like having dynamite in my inventory. More dynamite. So, whatever. Alright, Entanglement. Entanglement, obviously, very great skill. Still. It's still going to quickly tangle up every enemy that we're fighting, so... not always going to work, obviously. But with the damage Random is dealing right now, we don't really need much else. Even more dynamite there. So we find 8 sticks of dynamite here. 8 sticks of dynamite here just from exploring a little bit. One of the reasons to quickly visit this place before anything else. Although it's not like we were having trouble with any of the encounters so far. So it's not like we particularly needed the dynamite. But, it's nice to have more items. We'll find the ebony axe here. The ebony axe, it's nice enough, I suppose. It's not particularly relevant. The Minotaur helmet. Another trout. And then I think if we try to interact with the chest, he's going to attack us. So we're just going to talk to him, because that avoids the ambush, I think. Notably, you can glue the boss here, which is obviously incredibly useful, and that's going to drop us the sailor axe. Is that a good axe? Not particularly, but it is the quest item that we came here for. I don't think there's much else to be done here. In fact, I'm quite sure there isn't, so, time for us to peace out, and we're going to go back to the other side of the port, and once there, we're going to talk to Batabog. And Batabog is going to join our party. So in our party we have Batabog, and now here's the issue with Batabog. His speed is 61, right? Now what we can do is we can give him the Edge Axe, which is excellent versus snakes. As you can see, hits twice and first strike on hit. We can also give him the Earth Shields, the Nyram Helmet. So you might have noticed by now that this guy can equip a fair amount of the Nyram equipment. We can definitely give him the War Armor or this. I'm going to go with the... He can also equip the Nyram Boots, by the way. So you might have noticed by now that he can equip every Nyram piece of gear that we have found so far. So we are going to use Batabog, because, you know, why not? We're going to go back to Relics, and now we're going to finish up the rest of Witchwoods. And then that should probably be it for today, but we'll see. Now, Batabog is incredibly slow. I can't really stress that enough. Batabog is insanely slow, right? He will not be hitting a lot of enemies. Now, in order to wrap up, we are going to do the same thing we did last time, namely, we're going to... Whoops, I went the wrong way. Wow, that doesn't happen a lot. Also, on top of not, we can actually zombify him. Which is nice, because that's like the only way you're ever going to get any utility out of Batabog. It should be noted that at this point he is zombified with pretty decent gear, actually. Zombified Heroism, Attack Up, and Hell Mode. Hell Mode obviously being the downside. But with 62 speed, he really isn't going to be able to do much. Now, you don't have to do this, because Batabog is not a good character. But I've been wanting to do a Batabog run for a long time now. So you know what? You know what? Why not? There you go. 89 speed on the Batabog, and I honestly have not noticed this, but there's a chest that I did not open. Oh yeah, right, your witch bracelet. Huh. I think that's a secondary, yep. Magic cost times 0.5. Which means we don't actually need this on her. We can just equip the Moonshade Orb on her. Which means we can give random the Lava Shield. Okay, nice. Right. Up here. Alright, Batabog did 300 damage. Let's rejoice in the fact that he dealt 300 damage on something. Okay, he one-tapped something. He one-tapped something. Well, I mean, he two-tapped it, but, you know, counts as one-tapping since he hits twice. So as you can see, we're actually doing pretty decently here. Batabog's actually not as terrible as I thought he would be. That being said, the music here is a lot louder than it is in other places. Yes, that's great, but I want these XP pumpkins first. Thank you. Alright, so welcome to the Secret Mansion. This is the place that we are going to spend, well, not a decent amount of time. Now, there's two things. This door is open, and I believe this door is open as well. We're going to go this door first, unlock this, go to the right. Alright, so we're actually going to be using Exorcism here because that just kills the ghosts, and then the rest is pretty easy. So I admit I kind of forgot that that's probably something that I did have to do. Anyways, we're going to go straight here, and we're going to go right, down. And once you're here, it does require a good eye, but you'll notice if you go here, you'll find the Nyram armor. So now I'm not sure. He can equip it. So the Nyram helmet, the Nyram shield, the Nyram axe, the Nyram armor, and the Nyram boots. So say hello to Mr. Batabog, wielding the entire Nyram set. The issue is if you unequip this, he becomes his old self again. Way worse. So we're going to use Nyram Batabog right now. That is the Batabog that we have managed to craft. And that is also going to give us the quest complete for actually doing that. Now, I'm pretty sure you can interact with this flame. I'm not entirely sure about that, though. There we go. Alright, So that's all there was in there. There wasn't anything else. I just wanted to show that we found the Nyrum set. Okay, now there's nothing in here. I know that much. In here there's a Totem of Evil, and there's this. And that should be all there is here. The second floor, we're not going to go there yet. We're going to open this, which has Burster, which is an artifact. I think that counters, and it also does set damage. Okay, so in here we collect this chest, we collect this box, we go here, and I think Plasma Salts, I don't know what Plasma Salts are. I have absolutely no clue what that is. Cures Paralysis and Numb. Okay. Alright, then we have the staircase, and on the staircase we find 2 more Totems of Evil. And now if we take a quick look at the amount of Totems of Evil that we have 18, meaning 2 more is an instant kill on any enemy, right? Right, so we're gonna head in here, 1 more Totem of Evil, flip this switch, and I think once we leave now, we get attacked? No? Odd. I thought we got attacked here, but I must be messing it up with another location. Alright, now before we continue here, we're actually going to leave, and we're going to enter here. And in here, we're gonna notice a couple things. If we head down here, we find Venomous Solution, which doesn't seem to be particular. Also, don't keep in mind that does hit 3 times, and it hits quite hard. So Batabog on the Nyrum set is not a bad character at all anymore. But like I said, I've been wanting to do a Batabog run for a decent amount of time now. Now Sarah also one-taps everything here. I don't. Okay. Okay, so Batabog is slaying. I honestly did not expect that. I have no clue what this Moonstone does. I can't seem to find it in my inventory either, so... Oh, here. +3 mana points, okay. Not exactly what I would have chosen, but you know. Okay, sure. Can't interact with the spider. Not that I expected that. Okay, so Batabog means that we don't actually have to bother with the ghosts because he just slays them. Jesus. I did not think that Batabog would be this good. Silcerium Fist, yeah, that's fine, but I don't use Coriol. Coriol is for scrubs. We use Batabog here, boy. So I'm going to swap out Luciana with Spark for a while, just so that we can get the Observant Spark items, if any. I'm not sure what you can get in a mansion, but... you know, I don't want to miss out preemptively by not having it at all. Alright, the Spirit Scroll, and then Secret Room 36 right here. Why is that not? Oh, what? And then Secret Room 37, which has, like, the most absurd amount of scrolls ever. Kind of surprised that that is not an additional secret room, but okay. Alright, so that really is it. Yeah, okay. Now there's the exit. Okay, we came from up there, so let's continue this way. Okay. Now, is there anything that I have not explored here? Yes, in there. How do I get in there? That's by going up and then down, right? Alright, Spark found another Necroots here, which I suppose is pretty good. The Spirit of All. I have no clue what that does. Learn Concentration. Sure. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Surprise does not actually stop characters from moving if they are under the effects of Zombified. So neither Batabog nor Random are affected by Surprise at this point, meaning they will just smash the enemy if they get the chance to. Now this is locked, that's fine. We're going to continue here. And now I believe that gate should be unlocked. Yes, it is. Okay, great. So then we can just grab this, which is going to be the Holy Sword. Now the Holy Sword, as you can see, might put enemies to sleep. The point is that it deals holy damage, which is, I think, slightly better than the Mithril Sword, which only deals bonus damage to vampires. Now, I don't think it matters too much, but we're going to save here, and we're going to continue with our journey here. The main difference is that random can now slay these ghosts as well. We find onion soup, which is, you know, it's not the best revival item you can find here, but it's a revival item. Alright. We definitely want to invest in speed with Batabog. So he's at 198 speed at this point. Okay. We're going to talk to the ghost, but honestly, none of these ghost chats do much. There is a secret room here, though. Now, this is secret room 39, I believe. That's all there's in here. That is locked, interestingly enough. That is going to ask for permission from the Elder. Now, keep up, keep up. That is going to ask for permission from the Elder. Now, we're just going to talk to these people for a bit. Doesn't really matter too much. I don't think that changes anything. And now we get ready for a boss fight, basically. Okay, so the Elder is not particularly happy with our demands, blah, blah, blah. Take a good look at the amount of damage we just dealt to this guy. Alright, there we go. 5,000 damage casually. So yeah. And then we're here in the secret map. Now, I think... Ah, dang. I actually don't quite remember. You have to... Is it turning this off? That does it? I mean, that does something. Yep, okay, good. So we're going to interact with the painting here, and that's going to attack us right away. So I don't exactly know what the sun here does for me. I do know that characters that are berserk will try to attack the sun, so it's not exactly the most useful thing. But you know, okay, so note to self, do not summon the sun when this is the team setup that I'm trying to use. Alright, we won, that's all. Okay. Did I mess up by... Oh, okay, the sun then despawns, and then that's that. Right, okay. There we go. That gives us the Hero Shield Relic. Inflicts weapon up, lets you attack twice, counters hits. So there we go. That is another insane thing to add to Random's insane arsenal. The Hero Shield Relic is a pretty strong weapon. Now, as you saw, we actually found Secret Room 39 earlier, and I think the last thing we're looking for is 38, which, according to my memory, we should be able to find by going up here. As in, I don't think we're on the wrong path. Alright, so we continue our journey, and we notice there are spiders here. We sure love spiders. Also, we learned Summon Nymph, which is good. We find the Scroll of St. Christopher here. And if my memory is not, like, harshly mistaken, yep, this is it. Alright, Beneter, I don't know what that is. Necroleash, Necrotear, Moonrose, and I suppose an Ivine Potion. Okay, I don't know what that stuff does. That cream-looking thing. +2 mind. Okay. Not exactly what we're after, but you know. Lol. Okay, sure. Um... Now, I believe interacting with this guy will trigger a boss fight. And I'm honestly not sure how... Well, I was going to say I'm not sure how hard this boss fight's going to be, but the answer was absolutely not at all. Learn the spell Dark Blast. I mean, that's a nice spell, but we don't have a reason to be learning it right now. It really doesn't matter too much. Alright, so we really don't need Spark here. It's clear that we're not going to find an item that is like utterly insane here. So I'm kind of thinking let's just use Harasia for a while so that maybe she can level up. He can level up, sorry, my bad. Harasia's a he. So he can maybe level up as well. That way we kind of level everyone up. Now I'm pretty sure we did everything there is in this part of the place. So we're going to quickly save and then we're going to continue on our journey into, well, the deeper sections of the mansion, really. Harasia can get strength, I suppose. Yeah, so we're out of here and into the manor. Okay, welcome to the manor. The manor is a very fun place, although realistically speaking, it'll probably take more time than I have to explore. We're 20 minutes in, I don't have that much time left, so I think I might just save and leave this as its own thing, finding a couple of relics, showing off the 9-room set, getting Batabog. I think that's enough. It's a shorter one for once, but it's okay. See y'all some other time.